Hi, Soul Fam. So, I know I put out a video earlier. It's later in the night, and I was just sitting on my couch. Just took a nice salt bath with lavender to just try to relax tonight. I've been sick with a sinus infection. And I just got back from Florida for my dad's funeral. I'm not sure if I put it out here that my dad passed. He passed, I guess it's been about a month now, but there was a backup on cremation, so his funeral was just last week. So I have just pretty much gotten back from my father's funeral. And on the plane ride back, both of my ears popped really bad, and like to the point where I couldn't even hear. So then when I got home, it just got worse, and then I ended up with like a whole sinus infection. I had to go to the doctor. So yeah, this past couple days I've just been taking it easy. The doctor told me to rest. You know, stress has a lot to do with sickness. You know, the reason I came on here is because I was just crying. And I want to be as authentic as I possibly can. Not only on YouTube, but also in my life. So I know I probably look crazy, but I was sitting here. I'm always talking to my angels and my higher self, and I pretty much live my life in prayer, but not like your typical prayer of like, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be. No, like I'm constantly talking to Source and angels, and asking for different things throughout my day, for myself, for other people, for the world. So as I'm sitting here tonight, I was just praying because my life has definitely changed a lot in the past few months. And, you know, sometimes life is just moving and you don't really have time to process things. So I was sitting here processing, because we have to process our feelings, and it's okay to cry and let them out, right? So as I was sitting here, Soul Fam, my dad was like my best friend. He was my best friend. I miss talking to him. It's like the biggest thing that I miss. We didn't talk every day. Definitely towards the end we did, you know, but like, but when we did talk, it was like talking to my best friend, and we would talk for hours. Hours every time, just about life. He was just an amazing person. Not perfect, but truly amazing. he always fought for what, you know, was good. You know, he served his country because he thought that was the right thing to do, which I followed in those footsteps. I've just always looked up to him, and I miss him so, fam. I miss him a lot, because the things that I'm going through right now, I wish I could just pick up the phone and call him, and he would always have not a solution, because, you know, it's always my choice of everything in life, but he always had really good guidance. Really good. I didn't always listen to him. I wish I did, looking back on a lot of things. But, you know, everything really did happen so fast. I flew down in October when I found out he was feeling sick again. They ran a bunch of tests. We found out his cancer came back and it was terminal. I stayed that time for about a month. And I'm so grateful because I got to spend really amazing time with him. We had a lot of great conversations. And I'm so grateful. So I came back after Thanksgiving. I spent Thanksgiving with him and his birthday. And then I came back to New Jersey, the house that I have here, thanks to my parents. You know, I'm buying this house from my parents. I pay them monthly. I have been for many years, but it was me and my husband. But in December, my husband and I separated, split. He's no longer in our home, my home now. It is my home. And I'm so grateful for my house, but it is right now overwhelming. Because not only do I have to take on all the bills and everything now by myself, there's still a lot of stuff in the house of my, I guess you would call him, ex-husband. There's just a lot of unfinished business because things just happened so fast. He left in December. I was, you know, still dealing with my dad. And then the holidays came. I spent the holidays by myself. I was just dealing with a lot. And then in January, I flew back to Florida at the end of January because he wasn't doing good. And then he passed while I was there, sitting on his bed. It was really hard to witness someone so close to me take their last breath, But at the same time, I'm grateful that he's in such a better place than us, you know. I know that there is more. I know that there is more. And it's still hard for me to let go of his avatar here. And I know he's with me, right? Because right away, like, I don't know if you know Soul Fam, but I am clairvoyant. I also can see, I see like symbols for different things. Different, like my higher self has a symbol, and I see that symbol when I'm talking to someone. Else sometimes I can see that above their head if they're trying to show me something, or their higher self is trying to come through. So I see different symbols for different deities, I guess you could call them, angels and such. So right after my dad passed, I started seeing my symbol for a dragon. So that's pretty cool. He's coming through as a dragon to me. He hasn't really said much. I get my downloads from, like, it could be numbers, it could be the words on a song that just start playing as soon as I ask a question, or I could see things. So as I was sitting here, I know this video is getting pretty long. As I was sitting here praying and connecting and just asking not only my higher self, but also I guess I was talking to my dad, saying like, what should my next steps be? What's the best way for me to move forward? What should I really be focused on right now? I got a lot of things that are going through my head. I'm trying to sell a car. I went to start it today. It didn't start, so that's another problem. I just took on not a new car, but a car that I have to make a couple payments on, so that's also stressing me out. And I just got a lot going on. I went, you know, I just ended a 10-year marriage, which was not easy also, but it's something that definitely had to be done. So I'm kind of struggling with that. It's kind of like losing my dad, and I know he's in a better place, but it's sort of overwhelming right now. So as I was praying and asking what I should be doing right now, what I should be focused on, I'm trying to get my downstairs floor redone so I can start having clients in my house. I really want to get my spiritual practice going. I just have a lot going on, Soul Fam. So when I was asking what I should be focused on, something drew my attention across here to that sign. I don't know if you can see. There's the bigger sign here on my wall, which, you know, I have hanging. I've had it hanging probably for a couple years. I walk by it every day. I don't really even pay attention to it, to be honest. Like, I have, like, you know, blessed, more love. Like, I try to keep positive things in my home. But honestly, like, I don't really read it or pay attention to it, but something drew my attention over there in that moment when I was really just in my mind about what my next steps should be. And something told me to look over there, and I just want to read it to you, Soul Fam, because I feel like along this journey, especially if you're watching this, you know, you're a light worker, you're a star seed, and it is not easy being those things, whatever you want to label it, whatever you want to call it. And in actuality, we all are. Every single person on earth, you know, is a light worker at the end of the day, in the bottom of their soul, even if it's just that little light burning, you know. And I feel like this sign is a great reminder to us. You know, I feel like we get all wrapped up in this journey, this spiritual journey of always trying to be our best, and sometimes we could be super hard on ourselves. And so I just want to remind you, as I'm reminding myself, thanks to my dad, here's what it says: live life to the fullest. Laugh a lot. Be kind. Travel the world. Be grateful. Have faith. Smile more. Worry less. And love with all of your heart. It's so beautiful, Soul Fam. And I'm so grateful to my dad for reminding me, so I can remind you. We need to just live this life to the fullest, Soul Fam. It goes by so fast. We are only here on this earth for a short amount of time in the infinity of our lives, of our soul. And sometimes we can forget that we're just human, and we just have to believe and have faith. Everything's gonna be all right. And smile. I love you. And I hope this message reaches your heart and your soul. And if you're struggling, please know you're not alone. But also know you got this. We got this. Breathe. Everything's gonna be all right. I love you. Peace and love always. Bye.